In the heart of Odan, where the sun kisses the red earth, there lived a drum that could speak to the spirits. Its hide was stretched tight over ancient wood, its voice a bridge between worlds. They called it Ayan, the talking drum. Every year, during the festival of New Yams, the village gathered. Music filled the air, laughter echoed through the market stalls, and everyone danced in a riot of color. The drum, Ayan, would be brought to the center of the village square, a sacred presence among them. For generations it had spoken truths, guided the chiefs, and kept Odan in harmony. But things were changing. The laughter in the village felt a little forced, the music a little strained. A quiet greed had crept into the hearts of the people, like a weed in a well-tended garden. And the talking drum, it had fallen silent. The current chief, Chief Okan, was a man whose pride was as wide as his shadow. He saw the drum not as a sacred guide, but as a tool. "If I can make Ayan speak," he boomed to his council, "I can predict harvests, find gold, become king of all the lands." He strode to the silent drum, his heavy robes swirling around him. He picked up the curved beater and struck the drum with all his might. Thud, nothing, a dead hollow sound. He struck it again, harder, his face turning red with fury. Thud, thud. The silence that followed was deafening. The villagers whispered amongst themselves. The drum had rejected the chief. Later that evening, as the last of the disappointed crowd dispersed, a young girl named Aduni swept the dusty square. An orphan, she moved through the village like a quiet shadow, always kind, always helpful, but rarely noticed. As she neared the drum, a sound, faint as a moth's wing, brushed against her ear. It was a whisper, deep and resonant, that seemed to come from the very air around the drum. "Aduni?" She stopped, her broom frozen in her hand. She looked around. The square was empty. She must have imagined it, but then it came again, clearer this time. "Aduni, the only truth will awaken me." Her heart hammered against her ribs. The drum! It had spoken to her! She ran to the nearest group of elders, her eyes wide with a mixture of fear and wonder. "I heard it," she cried. "The drum, it called my name." Laughter erupted. "The orphan girl hears voices now," one man jeered. "The chief couldn't make it speak, and you think it spoke to you?" They waved her away, dismissing her as a child with an overactive imagination. Humiliated, Aduni fled, tears stinging her eyes. She ran to the one person who always listened. Mama Ejiro, the old herbalist whose hut sat at the edge of the forest. Mama Ejiro's eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 seasons. She listened patiently as Aduni recounted the whispers. "The drum does not speak to power, child," the old woman said, her voice like rustling leaves. "It speaks to truth. The chief's heart is full of pride. The villagers' hearts are full of envy." "What is in your heart, Aduni?" Aduni looked down at her hands. I only want what's best for Odin. I want the laughter to be real again." Mama Ejiro smiled. "Then you must be the one to speak the truth. Tomorrow at midday, go back to the drum. Tell it your truth. But be warned, Chief Okan will not let go of his ambition so easily." The next day, Aduni walked back to the village square. Chief Okan was there fuming, ordering his guards to move the drum to his personal hut. "It is a possession of the chief," he roared. "No!" Aduni's voice, though small, rang out with newfound courage. "It belongs to the village." The chief turned, his eyes blazing. "You dare defy me, orphan?" Ignoring him, Aduni faced the drum. She took a deep breath and spoke, her voice clear and honest. "My name is Aduni. I have no power, no wealth. I only have love for this village. I miss the sound of real joy. I want us to be a community again, not a collection of jealous hearts." As her last word hung in the air, a low, melodic sound began to pulse from the drum. Dum-dum-dum. It grew louder, a rhythm that resonated in everyone's chest. Then a voice, deep and ancient, filled the square. "The heart of a king is not his crown, but his people. Humility is the rhythm of truth." The villagers stared in awe. Chief Okan, his face a mask of disbelief and rage, lunged for Aduni. "She is a witch. She has enchanted the drum." But the villagers formed a circle around her, protecting her. For the first time, they saw not a poor orphan, but a leader. Shamed and defeated, Chief Okan was cast out, his pride turning to ash. Aduni never became chief. She didn't want to be. Instead, she became the drum's keeper, its voice. And under her guidance, with the drum's wisdom once again flowing, the village of Odan healed. The laughter became real, the music became joyful, and the talking drum spoke for all who were pure of heart.